Started the same diet 3 times, maybe 4, and every single time you quit. And every time you quit, you told yourself the same thing. I just don't have enough willpower. But that's not why you quit. Not even close. I know this because I lost 40 kilograms in 10 months. Not by having more discipline than you, not by following some extreme program, but by finally understanding why people quit in the first place and fixing that instead. What I am about to share is the same thing that changed everything for me. And if you want my exact fat loss system for free, message me on Telegram. First link in the video description. In the next 10 minutes, I'm breaking down the real reason diets fail and the 3 shifts that finally make them stick. Let's get into it. Part number 1. The real reason. It's not what you think. Here's something most diet advice never tells you. Quitting isn't a character flaw, it's a survival response. Your brain has one core job, and it's not to make you look good at the beach. Its job is to keep you alive. And for hundreds of thousands of years, alive meant one thing: don't starve. So when you cut your calories dramatically, skip meals, or suddenly eliminate entire food groups, your brain doesn't think, great, we are losing weight. Your brain thinks, we are running out of food. This is a threat. And when your brain detects a threat, it does what it's programmed to do. It fights back. It ramps up hunger signals. It makes food more appealing. It triggers cravings specifically for high-calorie foods, the exact foods you're trying to avoid. This is called the restriction rebound cycle. And it's the reason you can white-knuckle your way through a week of clean eating and then find yourself elbow deep in a bag of chips on day 8. It's not weakness, it's biology. But here's where it gets more interesting and more important. The restriction rebound cycle is just the trigger. What actually causes people to fully quit is what happens next. Part number 2, the identity trap. When you break your diet, even once, something happens in your mind that's more damaging than the missed meal itself. You tell yourself a story. I already ruined it. I have no self-control. I knew I couldn't do it. Psychologists call this the what the hell effect, and it's responsible for more diet failures than any food choice ever could be. Here's how it works. You set a rigid rule. No sugar. You eat one cookie. Your brain registers this as a complete failure. Not a minor slip, but proof that you're someone who can't follow through. And once you've accepted that story, the response is always the same. What the hell? Might as well eat the whole box. The diet didn't end because of the cookie. It ended because of the story you told yourself about the cookie. This is why strict, all or nothing diets have the highest dropout rates. They guarantee slip-ups, and they guarantee you will interpret those slip-ups as evidence that you are broken. You are not broken. Your diet's design is broken. But there's still one layer to do this, and it might be the most important one. Part number 3, the mismatch problem. Think about the last diet you tried. Did it fit your actual life? Most diets are designed in ideal conditions. Perfect schedules, full access to a kitchen, no social life, no stress, no travel, unlimited time to prep food and track every macro. But your life isn't ideal conditions. Your life is busy, unpredictable, full of dinners out with friends, late nights at work, weekends where everything goes sideways. When your diet has zero flexibility, your life breaks it for you. Not your willpower, your life. Research from the University of Toronto found that flexible dieters, those who allowed for occasional deviations within their overall plan, were significantly more successful long-term than rigid dieters who followed strict rules with no room for error. Flexibility isn't a cheat code, it's the whole game. So now you understand the 3 forces working against you. your brain's biological survival response, the story you tell yourself when you slip, and the impossible rigidity of diets that don't fit your actual life. Now let's talk about what actually works. Part 4, the 3 shifts. These aren't hacks. They are not tricks. There are fundamental changes in how you approach food. And they work because they work with your brain, not against it. Shift number 1. Eat more, not less at first. This sounds counterintuitive, but extreme calorie restrictions is what triggers the survival response in the first place. The research is clear. Moderate calorie deficits around 300 to 500 calories below maintenance produce more consistent fat loss than aggressive restriction because they don't trigger the same intensity of hunger and craving rebound. You lose the same weight, but you stay on the plan. Start with a deficit your brain doesn't notice, then adjust gradually. Shift 2. Adopt the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time you eat in alignment with your goals. 20% of the time you live your life without guilt. This single shift eliminates the what the hell effect almost entirely, because there is no all to destroy. There is no perfect plan to violate. There is just a sustainable approach that blends without breaking. A birthday dinner, a night out, a craving you actually indulge. These aren't failures. They are the 20%, and they are built in. Shift 3. Build an identity, not a diet. Diets are temporary by design. Identities aren't. The most consistent people in health and fitness don't think of themselves as someone on a diet. They think of themselves as someone who takes care of their body. It's a subtitle difference that changes everything. When you slip, and you will slip, a person on a diet has failed. A person who takes care of their body had an off day. They don't spiral, they return to baseline. Start asking yourself, not what should I eat, but what would someone who takes care of their body eat right now? That question changes the entire relationship.